All right, guys, what's up? This is Josh Kiter. I've been looking to do this for quite a while. I wanted to actually Linex my camper top. You can see the camper top here. It goes on my 2014 Chevy Silverado 6.5 foot box. But in looking at some options and watching some YouTube videos and stuff that people use for their truck beds, I actually decided to try the Herculiner. So we're going to give that a shot. We're going to sand everything down. I just wanted this thing. I really don't use it that much. I only use it during the fall when I'm hunting. So this thing basically sits in the yard all year long until about September when I start taking my hunting trips and stuff like that. So I'm going to Herculine it. I'm going to take you guys through the process. I didn't see any videos on YouTube for a camper shell, so that's why I'm kind of doing this. And hopefully throughout the process, I can kind of take you along and show you what I've been doing. So if you have the same idea, you can see how it works. So we'll see what it looks like when we're done. All right, guys, this weather stripping along the bottom here, it's actually, trying to put that stuff over top of that. I wanted to go ahead and get that off of there. This whole front piece was coming off anyway, so I wanted to go ahead and get rid of that and get the rubberized gluish section between this piece off. So take you over here. I haven't done this side yet. This is that decorative strip that I'm talking about. It really, if I'm going to Linex this or Herculine this thing, it really doesn't need to be on there. So I'm just peeling that back, and I'm using a scraper with a blade on it to get that off. So first step in the process, obviously, is the prep work. Sanding it down, getting all the glossiness off of it, obviously cleaning it. I just power washed it, but it still needs to be kind of cleaned off. The sanding should take most of that crap off. But taping all the windows and all the frames and everything up so I don't paint that, because it is a roll-on product, the Herculiner. So the Herculiner box says that it'll actually do a 6.5 foot bed, sides right there by the cab and the tailgate. If you are going to do over top the rail, it does say you probably need to pick up an extra quart, but this gallon ought to do a pretty good job. So get these things cleaned up, get the thing taped up, get it sanded down, and then hopefully sometime this weekend I can start the process of actually painting on the Herculiner. So get to work. All right, guys, we got all that stripping off I was talking about earlier, and as you can see here, I've started the sanding process. So you can see over here, that's still the shiny part. You can see here, that's where I've actually kind of ate through the clear coat. I'm just using 120 grit sandpaper on this palm sander here, and it's really cutting through pretty good. So all I'm going to do is do the whole thing. Maybe have to do a little bit of hand sanding in some of these smaller, closer spaces here around these windows and the door hatch and everything, but I'm pretty pleased so far with how it's going. So we'll rough it up. We'll get everything prepped and ready so we can hopefully roll this weekend. All right, guys, I've been sanding for probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I've got this whole side here done, even in the bottom. I got the whole top done, and I'm working on this back side here. I took out that light, and I'm just going around that back panel there, making sure I'm trying to stay close to these edges here. The sander is actually, the palm sander is actually doing a really good job of getting in real close. I don't think I'm going to have to hand sand as much as I thought initially. Up here on the front, I'm pretty sure I will, just because of all these curves and how this is, that gasket going around that window is all rubber, so I definitely don't want to get into that, because I do haul my hunting gear and stuff in here, and I don't want any kind of leaks or anything like that. This thing's pretty airtight, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, but man, the process is going a lot better than I thought. So I'm going to get this all sanded up tonight, and I might even get it to where I've got it completely cleaned off. You need to acetone to make sure you clean off all the impurities and all that kind of stuff after you're done, sanding it down and getting all the shiny stuff off of it. So I don't know, we'll see. The paint job that's on the fiberglass, I'm not 100% sure how they actually build these things and how they actually paint them, but I'm just taking off that clear coat is all I'm really doing, and just getting down to the rough part of the paint and just roughing it up with the 120 grit sandpaper, and it should turn out really cool. So I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. So I'll keep going and update you as I go. All right, guys, we are all sanded down. Everything is blown off. I blew all the paint dust off from sanding, and we've pretty much, we've gone around it a couple times with the hand sander here, and I still see a couple little spots right here above this window that I need to hit. But I'm very happy. Again, that 120 grit sandpaper on that palm sander did a great job of getting the clear coat down to just base paint, and now it's time to really clean it up. I was reading the acetone container, and obviously it thins fiberglass, and the more I think about it, that's probably not a good thing to do to my fiberglass top, since I would like it to remain a top. But tomorrow after baseball practice, I'm just going to head over to our local hardware store and get some mineral spirits. Like I said, just cleaning this thing up, getting the prep work done is obviously the most important part. The painting part is going to be the easiest part, I think. Having never done it before, I hope it's the easiest part. But really, from what I read online and what I saw online, other guys were saying, really spend good time on your prep work, and your end result, your product will actually be better and last longer. So again, I'm looking for this to last for a number of years. I don't slide things in and out of it like you do a truck bed. This is simply just a protective coating for my top. I've got a dark blue truck, so this white top on it was kind of, the two-tone was kind of redneck-ish, which I was cool with because I'm a redneck. But the way I've definitely wanted to go for a couple years is actually, doing something like Rhino or Line-X on this top. So again, just trying this at home, just trying to see if this will get me the end result that I want without spending $400 or $500. Right now, I think I've got 80 bucks in the whole thing. So a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of time on a weekend, and I will show you the end result. So we're gonna get some mineral spirits tomorrow, wipe this bad boy down, and get to painting. I've got to do the first coat, let it dry for about an hour, hour and a half, and then come back with the second coat. And again, this 1 gallon container, this 1 gallon kit of Herculiner, I'm supposed to do a 6.5 foot box. So with the windows all around this thing, I'm gonna have definitely plenty of Herculiner to put on the camper top and actually get some really good coverage. So looking forward to showing you guys the end result tomorrow. So I'll see you then. All right, guys, back with you today. It is Saturday. And as you can tell, I have got the first coat of the Herculiner on the camper top. So I stopped by the local hardware store after baseball practice and was able to pick up a small can of the mineral spirits. Picked up some cheap rags, wiped everything down real good. Last night before I went to bed, I actually taped the edges where I wanted to obviously keep the Herculiner off of. But as you can tell with this first coat, it covered it pretty well. I'm very, very pleased with how it's turning out. I've got over a half a gallon of the Herculiner left in the can. So can's over there sitting on the cooler. I have to let this dry until it is not tacky. So I'm gonna check it every hour or so. I started on this side right here around 2:45, and right now it's about 20 after 3. So didn't take too long. I took my time, made sure in between pouring the Herculiner into the pan, I did use the mixer. This is what I got here, just again something at Lowe's that I bought, the little paint stirrer that goes into your drill. But man, everything is working out great. So it's not professionally done. I know that. I'm okay with that. Again, right now what I've got in the whole project is right around $80 to $85. So we're going to again monitor the drying process and mix it up again and lay on a second coat. So I will update you with the progress at that time. All right, guys, we got the tape off. You can really see how this bad boy looks now, and I gotta say I'm pretty daggone happy with it. You know, the biggest thing, you know, there's always things you would do differently, things you would do better. But, you know, really honestly, I took my time. I made sure that my prep work was done properly, what I felt was proper, you know, making sure I had it sanded down, making sure that I had it cleaned off really good. I just simply followed the manufacturer's instructions. So I'm very pleased with how it looks. Just pulled the tape off a little bit ago, and I'm going to let it sit here for probably a day or so, just to make sure that it cures fully and that it's ready to go outside. I'm probably going to put it on the truck just to see what it looks like real quick, and then take it back down there in the yard and set it so it's ready for late August, early September time frame, when I'm going to put it on and start heading to various parts of the country to hunt. So I'm very, very happy with it. Hopefully this little video, you know, helped you guys kind of understand if you're wanting to do something like this. It works great. You just simply need to follow the directions and take your time, and I think you'll be pleased with the results. So take care. All right, guys, here I am at work today, and I've got it on the truck out here in the sun, and I am very, very pleased with how it turned out. It looks great on my 14 Chevy, and very, very happy with it. Looking forward to getting it out and taking this bad boy to the Midwest multiple times this year. Got some Ohio trips planned. I got a Kansas trip planned. So it's awesome. Looks great. Very pleased with it. Like I said, pretty easy to do. Just follow the manufacturer's instructions. So y'all take care. Good luck.